So you're considering Silver Spring, Maryland for your next home purchase? Well, in this video, I'm going to share with you what makes this area unique, vibrant, appealing, as well as the challenges it presents. So where is Silver Spring, Maryland in relation to the rest of Washington? It sits inside Montgomery County, Maryland, and is practically on the doorstep of the nation's capital. It's DC's next door neighbor. It lies on top of the DC Diamond. DC is shaped like a diamond for the most part. From downtown Silver Spring to the center of DC is 6 miles. This means you can enjoy all the perks of big city living, museums, theaters, landmarks, job opportunities, without actually living in the hustle and bustle of Washington, DC. Silver Spring is also only 12 miles from Virginia, so you can access cities like McLean, Tysons, Arlington, and Alexandria. And when you stack it up against areas like Bethesda or Chevy Chase, Silver Spring often comes out as the more budget-friendly option. There's certainly more pricey neighborhoods in Silver Spring, but overall there's a wide range of prices to choose from. That fact is particularly appealing for those who want the metropolitan area experience without quite the metropolitan area price tag. However, there are other aspects you need to know. Hey, it's Brad here. And if you are thinking of moving to the Washington, D.C. or the surrounding areas, go ahead and subscribe below so you can be the first to learn about the current market in Washington. The team and I help people every day, just like you, make their move here. So whether that's 9 days or 9 months, feel free to reach out to us. Our contact info is below. We'll help you make a smooth landing here in Washington, D.C. So how convenient is Silver Spring to the rest of Washington? Whether it's hopping on the metro for a quick subway ride into DC, taking the MARC train, or utilizing major highways like I-495 or I-270, getting around is usually pretty straightforward. Our subway system here in Washington is called the Metro, and there are 2 metro stations in Silver Spring. And from those 2 stations, you can access 96 other stations in DC, Maryland, and Virginia. Also, currently under construction are an additional 6 new metro stations in the Silver Spring area, which will run east and west. WalkScore.com rates the public transportation in Silver Spring as excellent. So this is a huge plus for Silver Spring, and some people do go without a car. It's also worth noting that despite all these options, many residents still prefer to drive, which leads to congested roads and longer commute times. However, this is not something that is unique to Silver Spring. Your commuting experience can differ depending on where in Silver Spring you live. Downtown areas typically offer quicker access to public transportation, while the more suburban areas will require a little longer drive to the nearest metro station or downtown Washington. Our Beltway, which is Interstate 495, circles the entire Washington area. Fortunately, it runs through northern Silver Spring, so drivers can access the rest of Maryland and Virginia. Also, after COVID, there are a few less travelers on the road. More people are telecommuting these days. It's not solved the traffic problem, but it seems to have taken the edge off a little bit. So does Silver Spring offer an exciting lifestyle, or is it just another dull suburb? Well, downtown Silver Spring is a very lively area, packed with restaurants and shops and entertainment venues like the AFI Silver Theater, which is a fun venue for screening classic, independent, foreign, and documentary films. There's a Silver Spring Jazz Festival with many live performances, and additionally, events like neo soul parties and other dance series provide a vibrant nightlife scene. Then there is the Fillmore, which is a local music venue that has national and international bands, and there's not really a bad seat in the house. Personally, I love the venue. I was just there last weekend. Then there's Veterans Plaza, which has live music, an art scene, and ice skating. On Saturdays during most of the year, there's a farmer's market. Downtown is typically buzzing with energy, great for those who love the city vibe. Niche.com gives Silver Spring an A for nightlife. And don't forget, Silver Spring is a next door neighbor to DC's vast collection of restaurants, including 22 Michelin star restaurants and many bars. There are endless entertainment options, from sports to theater to dining to history in DC. For those who love music, arts, nightlife, and culture, Silver Spring does not disappoint. So where do you go when you need a nature fix? Places like Sligo Creek Park, Wheaton Regional Park, or the scenic Rock Creek Trail allow you to immerse yourself in nature with trails for walking and biking, as well as activities for the kids. There are over 12 public parks in the city, so there is an abundance of green space for sure. So what about the community? Silver Spring is a very diverse community. In fact, it's been ranked the third most diverse community in the US by Wallet Hub. This diversity is celebrated through various cultural events, festivals, and community gatherings. The community is known as a cultural melting pot with its diverse population, bringing together people from all walks of life and backgrounds. This means the food scene is equally rich and varied as well, from cozy cafes to high-end restaurants. The culinary scene caters to a wide range of tastes and preferences. I think it's safe to say that there is something to tickle every taste bud. My favorite spot is a small hole-in-the-wall sushi restaurant downtown called Sushi Gen. Great sushi. Okay, are you still with me? I only have a couple of points left to share. Don't miss these next two. So, how expensive is it to live in Silver Spring? The cost of living in Silver Spring is 38% higher than the national average. Housing prices in particular can be steep, which might be a deterrent to some, especially first-time home buyers or those on a tight budget. The average home in Silver Spring is $625,000, and prices can range from the $200,000s for a studio condo on the low end to as high as $1.8 million for a large single-family home on the high end. The average 3-bedroom home clocks in at $920,000 on average. In northern Silver Spring, you'll find more tree-lined streets and older homes. There are peaceful neighborhoods with spacious homes, green yards, and enough yard for your kids and your pets to run around in. As a general rule, the further you get away from DC, the more the suburban and quiet the neighborhoods get. Southern Silver Spring is where downtown is located and has more of an urban feel, though Silver Spring does a good job of striking a unique balance between urban excitement and suburban relaxation. Okay, let's talk about the job market in Silver Spring. It is growing, and the unemployment rate is lower than the national average currently. The average household income in Silver Spring is right around $95,000, which is about 60% higher than the national average. Remember, in the previous section, we said the cost of living was 38% higher. So the higher household incomes do make that a little more palatable. The highest paying jobs are in the utilities industry, averaging $150,000, and the legal profession, where salaries average around $107,000. The additional appeal of Silver Spring is its proximity to Washington, D.C.'s job market, which is very strong and has historically, even in down economies, been relatively stable. Just last year, the Washington, D.C. area was reported by the Wall Street Journal to have more tech jobs than Silicon Valley, and that whole sector is expected to continue to grow. So consider Silver Spring an attractive place if you're looking for work. You will hear me say this similar things in my videos of other cities in the Washington area. They're not all the same, but the Washington area is just known to be a great overall job market. Is there anything else you should know about living in Silver Spring? Well, the city has experienced rapid urban growth over the last decade or so, especially in terms of new housing and commercial projects. Now, this has really transformed the city's landscape, which is exciting, but with it comes construction. So expect some areas to have construction delays. This is a common complaint in the city, and with the construction of the new Metro's Purple Line, there will be additional traffic delays. However, all this will be a big plus for the city and Montgomery County. The construction for the new Metro Purple Line is scheduled to be completed and operational in 2027. So Silver Spring has an advantage with its proximity to downtown Washington, access to the rest of Maryland and Virginia. We touched on the traffic, but also discussed the excellent transportation infrastructure. There are a variety of fun things to do indoors and outdoors, including the lively downtown area. We talked about the vibrant diversity of the community and the food. We discussed the higher cost of living and the even higher average household income, which is a result of a strong job market. We touched on the home prices and how it offers a wider range of prices versus its neighboring Bethesda, Chevy Chase, and DC. I know you may have several more questions about Silver Spring or other Washington cities, so click on the link below to set up a Zoom or reach out. All of our contact information is below, or continue to explore my other Washington area videos.